Hey, maybe I'm getting up there in age, but I really do think that one of our greatest gifts is our insecurities. And I'm talking about the things you absolutely hate about yourself. For the longest time, please ignore the wind, my teeth were my biggest insecurity. And that's because I had gaps all throughout my teeth, not just in the middle. And I remember people would try to uplift me, family members, friends. Throughout my years, of course, I was teased about it too. And I could never shake it off. And it's only when I met the missus, she just told me that they were perfect. And I don't know how, but it worked. And of course, me getting braces too. And it goes to show that someone loves everything you hate about you. It is actually a crazy concept to put into perspective. I feel like we all practice self-hate instead of self-love, and that's a given. But sometimes all it takes is that one comment, that one character assessment from someone, it could be a stranger, someone we don't even care about, that will really uplift us. Self-love is very important. I will always be pro self-love. You have to love yourself in order to love anyone else. You have to love yourself in order to protect yourself, because we can be very self-damaging individuals. But sometimes we just need somebody else to tell us what we need to hear. And that goes for anything. Sometimes we do need that little push that will help us, and it will come. It doesn't need to be some sort of significant other. It doesn't need to be some sort of person that is really close with you, have an amazing bond with them. No, 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 no. I would argue it works even better when it was someone completely random, okay? Now listen, in the UK, people are not really complimenting you like that. You know, there's certain countries that will do it, that are kind of talkative, but most people are silent. They're not really watching you. But I can guarantee that this will happen to at least every single one of you. And if it doesn't, you still need to understand that this one thing you hate about you, there is a very high possibility that someone else will love it more than you could ever understand. You'll be sitting there, lying there even, thinking, how does this person love this about me? How? And I think because we see life through our point of view, because it's always that one person in the mirror every time we go, and we get closer and closer to that mirror, and we start deconstructing our face, and we start seeing how we are not perfect, not knowing that everyone is not perfect. And we start pointing out all this stuff. We're taking pictures of ourselves. We're not really looking the same. The camera's not doing the same amount of justice. I think it's important that we understand we spend a lot of time with this shell, and we are doing this to ourselves because none of us have problems with what we look like. Yeah, there is objectively attractive people, objectively ugly people, or whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, you make your own aesthetic. I've always believed that. You make your own aesthetic. And there are people out there that will look at you and be amazed. That goes for every single person. What I'm saying here is nothing but facts. I never lie to you, trust me. I try not to. I try not to lie to you. I'm gonna be honest. You need to understand that this hate is eating you up on the inside. You need to understand that you can't every day look in that mirror and start picking up problems with your appearance. Listen, we only have one body. We only have one shell. You can't do that to yourself. That's damaging your mind in the long run. You're only causing problems for yourself. And I'm going to cross my fingers and hope people start coming to you, even if it's just one person, and start pointing out that one thing you hate, and they show you how much they love it. And look, maybe it's just cope. You know, maybe it is just wanting to hear what you need to hear. Maybe it is so, but that doesn't undermine the effect that it has on us. That doesn't undermine everything I'm saying, because it is factual. There are people that see the beauty in what we don't see, because they have another perspective on it. Like I was just saying, we are constantly seeing one thing. We're constantly seeing that person in the mirror. Well, people see us in different ways. And it's not just physical appearance. That is also with your personality. With your personality. Now, this is where it starts to get fun and interesting. You may be a goofy goober like myself. You may be extremely goofy. You may have problems, my friend. There may be something wrong with you. Who knows? That just makes this ride very interesting. I view every single thing as a gift. I take every single thing with a smile because there are people for you. There are people for you. There are people that may not be exactly like you, but they have similar personalities to you. It is a blessing, let's just say, to meet someone. Look how I'm smiling because I'm speaking the truth. It is a blessing to meet someone with even a similar hobby, interest, or how they act to you. Do you know how fun it is when you meet someone as goofy as you? When you meet someone with self-awareness, but they don't really care too much about how they're perceived by other people and they are just being themselves to a T. That's a blessing because, hey, that's what I do. And I ain't afraid to act goofy on this camera or in person. No, 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 no. I ain't got time for that. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to be me. You're here to be you. All right? A little start there. But beautiful people, what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to stop hating yourself. And you need to understand that when you lay there in your bed, there is somebody that sees the greatness in you. You need to understand that I see that greatness in you. I see the beauty in you. We are all beautiful people here. The sun is out. Make sure you enjoy the day. Make sure that you are taking it day by day too. And that you are not beating yourself up over and over again, looking in the mirror, deconstructing your whole face. Please don't do that. There are many people in this world that are horrible. There are many people in this life that really do need to get a grip, and they really need to have a life-changing experience just to have a little ounce of positivity. But for those like me, for the ones that do not hold a single hatred inside of their heart for anybody else, because why would you waste your time spending on hate? Please make sure that you just say one thing, even if it's the smallest thing. Say one compliment to someone, because you never know the effect you may have on that person. You never know how one word could change it all. So remember, there is someone out there that loves everything you hate about yourself. Anyway, that's me for today. I'm gonna catch you tomorrow. As always, my God, make sure you check out my links in the description, and I've got a Patreon if you want to support me.